Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How is it going? Spelunky. Me, Spelunky, we go a ways back. Maybe some of you. This is kind of like a game I played a lot of back in the day, and I've played it through the years here and there. Certainly a game I come back to a lot. I like it. I like it. And you might be thinking, why all of a sudden now, MALF? Why put some stuff on YouTube? I've been meaning to actually kind of regularly have Spelunky on YouTube since I more or less returned to it a few months back, or however long it's been now. But I'm also getting ready for Spelunky 2. This is Spelunky 2 training program. I know the games are going to be different. There's going to be new items, weapons, features, and things in Spelunky 2. If you haven't seen the trailer, I recommend it. But I still think that just making sure the fingers, the muscle memory is there. So this is day one of our Spelunky 2 training program, and we're gonna keep on keeping on until I get my hands on Spelunky 2. I'll probably be playing the PS4 version because that's the one that's coming out first, while they're making sure technically the PC version is sound. But anyways, let's play. Let's have fun. But also, another reason then this is a custom skin, by the way. That's a MALF skin. That's a MALF shirt. Different hat, though. But, you know, I play other games here on YouTube. Maybe you watch them, maybe you don't. It's just hard for me to ramble and banter by myself in like pretty much any other game. I don't know. It's just, I played so much of this back in, 2012 when it hit for the Xbox Live Indie Arcade, right? And I would play after work, working a full day on the construction site while the power plant was under construction that I was working at the time. And those are long days. I had to be at work at 7:30 in the morning, and you're wearing all your PPE and you're trying to do a good job, and then you come home and like, I just want to relax. Sorry, Monty. And I would. And the best way to relax? Play some Spelunky. Maybe for 3 hours. 3 hours a night, some nights. But, I liked it. And when you do that consistently, you just build up the muscle memory. You don't really have to think about what you're doing after a while. That was the nice thing about, Spelunky, is I had the period of discovery, figuring out the game, the secrets, and just, trying to get better. But then after a while, it just became, a lot of stuff becomes second nature, right? You don't think too much about it, and it became a really nice place for me to talk about whatever I wanted to talk about. Whether maybe it was something frustrating at work, or in the world. Maybe I wanted to talk about a movie or something they ate. Just, it's nice. And I can't really seem to feel natural doing that with pretty much any other game. There might be a few exceptions I can't think of right now, but so that's really why I'm playing Spelunky 1 again, and I was saying I wanted to do it sooner on YouTube, but yeah, like I said, a few months back. But here we are. And the nice thing is I'll be able to do that at least for Spelunky 2, I think. You know, the nice thing is that we'll have a freshness about it, of course. It's a new game. They're adding some new stuff to it. And, you know, it looks like it's also going to have a lot of the same old magic as well. So, I'm not saying it's going to be the game of the year for me, but it, you know, it's probably a strong candidate. If it's anywhere close to this. So, you know. And it'd be nice to have a new sort of nightly ritual. Now, the thing is, of course, I do stream a lot, and that's kind of why I haven't gotten around to doing a lot of the stuff on YouTube that I've wanted to do. I want to do a lot of non-gaming content as well. Like a while back, I did a, oh, he's dead. I wanted to do a weekly video update on my balcony garden. So I did episode 1, which was, you know, it was nice and it was fun, and I like doing that stuff, but it's kind of out of my normal workflow where I take the camera, this camera, but I have it over, and at the time I was growing all the seeds in their little pods on my dining room table, but, you know, I could get different shots and then splice it together, edit it, and stuff, and it's good and fun. Not like hard to do, but it did take time, a little more time, because again, it's just kind of out of my normal workflow, right? So I'm hoping at least moving forward at some point I can work in more of that type of content onto the channel, because that's a big part of why I wanted to start doing some YouTube stuff again, because I play video games on Twitch pretty much, you know, 6 days a week, you know, and for quite a period, or quite a length each day. If you've not checked out twitch.tv/michaelalfox, I feel weird maybe saying that, but some people just don't know, I guess. Sometimes they're like, oh, I didn't know you streamed on Twitch. Yeah, that's mostly where I spend my time, but most of that is video game stuff, which is good and fun, and that's kind of why I'm like, well, with YouTube, you've got a bit more of an opportunity to try other stuff, because video games are easier to stream, generally, because, you know, you've got the software, there's the game, you got everything set up at your computer, and then you just kind of go. Whereas if you're gonna stream, say, cooking or gardening or anything else, you've got to move the cameras around. You got to make sure everything's positioned properly. Your cords. Oh, Monty is not gonna make it, but we can at least get half a Monty on there. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, there's just like a lot more stuff to set up. So as much as I'd love to be able to live stream more gardening like things, you know, it's not something I'm regularly able to do. And yeah, so YouTube though, because it's recorded, you can edit it and do all that stuff, take a little bit more time. I think there's an opportunity to be had there. Oh wow. Okay. Hold on, I do have to focus here. As much Spelunky as I've played, the ghost, it only takes one wrong move try to get some distance. Not gonna do ghosting or anything like that, not right now. Maybe here and there I might try to ghost a few rocks, a few gems into diamonds and such, but for now, let's just leave with our life. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I mean, yeah, YouTube, it's still fun. It's still nice being able to put content out there. And then you got to think of, you know, if I stream on Twitch, you know, that's a platform. It's you know, I don't, to me, it hurts me because I know of these things and I understand the power of them, but I don't like to play the game. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of why I left my old job. The workplace, company / just office environment in general. It just like you see all these people playing the game. And I get it, you want to do well in your career, you want to advance and get promotions and get paid and stuff. That's fine. I mean, that's why most people work, is so they can pay the bills. I get that. But when I see people coming in, their fancy resumes, they spend a couple months working there and then they leave just so they can add another, you know, place on and like, oh, that's bad. Just to add something else on their resume without really, it seems like it's all for show, you know? A lot of times they don't actually, I don't know. You know what, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's just like, I want to do a good job. I want to get paid for it, of course. But I don't want to have to play the game. And a lot of these companies or industries, it's like, if you want to survive at all, you gotta play the game. Anyways. Yeah. So, but I even see that, you know, it's inescapable. Even working technically for myself, but not really when you think about it, right? You're working for the people that subscribe to you, or, you know, if they're, I don't have a Patreon, but like if they're maybe a Patreon subscriber or whatever they're referred to as, or, you know, that kind of stuff, you do work for them. You work for the customer. I mean, even when you work for yourself. So yeah. I like playing games, not the game. Maybe that's the way to put it. But yeah. So what was I saying? Basically, that's right. You know, you think of like Twitch is kind of my main, for sure, my main source of income. Sorry, YouTube, but unless, I don't know, you get big sponsorships, or you know, you're large and you get, if I got more than a few hundred views per episode of something, then that's one thing. It's weird. I think of like back when Spelunky first came out, and there was a lot of growth in that time. Like, I had a lot of growth, and I'd put out an episode of Spelunky, and even with my small subscriber count, it was like, if I had 20,000 subscribers, each day I'd get like 10,000 views on a Spelunky episode. Like the initial run. That I wouldn't have seen this one. But you know, and it now, YouTube, it's much larger. There's a lot more content creators and all that stuff. And Spelunky's been out a while, and maybe, you know, people grow up or grow out of, you know, something you used to like, maybe you don't like as much anymore. So that could be, you know, people that used to watch me play Spelunky or used to watch me in general are just like, you know, I'm a doctor now. I don't got time for this punk. And that's understandable. That's just the reality of it. But I don't really know what point I'm trying to make, but that's kind of how these ramblings go. I guess the point is, yeah, I don't like to play the game. I don't want to have to do... I actually kind of feel bad about this because I already know the title of this video is something along the lines of Spelunky 2 training camp. So I have a feeling some people are going to be mad or upset because they might think that this is... Coming into this, they might have thought it was Spelunky 2. So I'm thinking about that, but generally, I don't like clickbait, and I'm now realizing that might make me sound like a hypocrite. Which I try not to be. I try not to be a hypocrite, but hopefully people understand that I'm coming from the approach. But that's the other thing, that's part of the game. SEO, clickbait, you know, super, you know, scared faces on your thumbnails, everything with like red arrows and circles and... It kills me, man. It kills me. And I try not to contribute to that. Even though I'm like, well, if I did this, it might mean I get more success. I'm kind of... We got them all. Kind of hoping that maybe people pick up on the lack of that sort of stuff. And then you just... You know? People appreciate it, and you get, you know, something like word of mouth or whatever. I think that's a powerful thing too, and it's still relevant in marketing and whatever else. Should have used the Matic there, but that's okay. We got bombs. Sorry if you can hear any very loud vehicles outside. I think it's got a Hemi. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird too because like back in the day, you know, I had my job working, you know, in the power industry. If you don't know, project management, construction management, right? And I loved it, and I was happy, and there was good kind of like, what do you call it? Like kind of career development and progression and stuff. I had a great boss, and then that boss left, and with him kind of, you know, the company was also changing. I think that's part of why he left, but it's just was never the same after that, and I didn't have the same feelings and all that. But like doing stuff for YouTube, like it was always a hobby, and I just did it because it was fun, and it's still fun. Obviously, though, there's that element of like, well, I need to make sure I'm doing stuff right to get paid, blah blah blah. Although that's not why I returned to YouTube again, because for me at my level, there's no money. I'm not memeing. It's like some people do very well on YouTube financially, but they've also been very consistent over the years, and you know, they make good video. I'm not saying I should make a ton of money. That's not what I'm saying. You know, some people just do very well, but I guess I came back to YouTube because I like this. I like talking. I like venting. Constructive venting, I think. I think there's multiple types of venting. Sometimes you're venting and it's like, I don't know. It's like worrying, like why worry about something that you have no control over? I mean, people are still gonna worry, but venting is a form of therapy, I think. And sometimes just saying something out loud is all you need, right? Keeping it bottled up, you can just leave. Keeping it bottled up is poop. Saying it out loud, even if it's to nobody, saying it into the wind, or, you know, maybe you say it to a friend or even a stranger. There's something about that. Getting some of that stuff out of your head. So I think that's gonna be good for me with Spelunky. Oh yeah, I don't have spike shoes. Just going for a joyride. Okay, the Moai is here. I have made note of it. Sometimes I don't pay enough attention to it. Oh my. Let's just get Monty so we've got him for the next, that was close, but... I guess we'll get a little bit of money. I don't know. But yeah, therapy's... I've never been to, like, a therapist or any sort of, you know, psychiatrist. I don't even know the difference between them, if I'm to be straight up honest with you, but not that I think I've needed it. You know, I've always found ways to kind of stay fairly well in mental, not well maybe, but you know, everybody, this is the thing, you know, you don't talk about it enough, mental health and all that kind of stuff, but I think everybody goes through stuff. Everybody. Doesn't matter if you're freaking Gandhi or Brad Pitt or, you know, Thelma and Louise. I don't care. Everybody, whether it's a day, a week, a month, a year, or your life, sadly, for some people, everybody goes through stuff, and I think, you know, it's definitely good to talk about. If you need to talk about something, it's good to find a way to vent like I am here. I gotta find Monty. That's my therapy. Okay, that was a little risky. I did not mean to do that. That's a good get right there. That could have been the end of us. Oh, that also could have been the end of us. Now, you gotta get your life sorted out, buddy. Here's what I'm gonna do. Get the gun. Take them out. I don't hear Monty. He might have died. I just want the Kapala. There we go. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. There we go. I don't know. There's a lot of thinking I've done the past while. I mean, I've also been... It's been a year and a half-ish that I've been doing this whole full-time streaming, work from home, work for myself sort of thing, but when I started, I can at least socialize, and then on top of that, or not on top of that, but, you know, soon after, you've got the pandemic, right? And I think quarantining, you know, I feel really bad for especially elderly people like my grandma. She's by herself, and it's like, it breaks your heart because you're like, you want to see and visit and you just want to hug her. I mean, same with my parents and stuff. I mean, but you know, at least they're together. They've got each other. My grandma's by herself, and Why did I shoot Monty? I am a monster. I did not want to do that. But yeah, I'm also by myself. And it's at least nice for me. I get to stream it pretty much every day and talk to people, but you know, not having that close physical contact or just being able to hug somebody pretty much, or even like sit next to someone on the couch, or you know, that sucks. And you know, yeah, this is it's poop. It's poop. Anyways, I don't want to be too much of a bummer. New character? Oh, this is a new-ish save file, so I do that every so often. Like, I like to do a clean OS install. Sorry, brother. And when you do that, you gotta unlock the stuff again. Keep this here kind of safe-ish. For now. Also gonna get rid of lava just in case. At least those two. You know what? We should go down this way. Okay, focus. Bow, bow. Monty was doomed to die. I hate it. Okay. This is the next level. Watch this. Line of sight, baby. They don't teach you that. They don't teach you that. I just taught you that, I guess. But am I they? No, I am me. Anyways, yeah. Things are weird. You don't need me to tell you that. I was just kind of bummed out today. In general, I was doing a lot more thinking. And, I was thinking earlier of something that kind of... Let's get rid of that just in case. That, you know, just made me feel bad, or made me remember some stuff that made me feel bad. But it's like, there's a saying, do as you say as you do. And, you know, do what you say what you do. Something along those lines. There's many different ways to say it, but it kind of means like, you know, just don't be a hypocrite. Or like, you know, don't walk back on stuff. All right, if you're gonna say you're gonna do something, do it. If what's this guy's shotgun? Yeah, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. If you do something, make it like, I'm not gonna be able to describe it well, but you know, it should be something you would say that you were gonna do, I guess. I don't know. As you say as you do. Yeah, just be straight up. I think that's the way I interpret it anyways. And it reminded me of a time last year. I don't know, it's just, I mean, this has happened many, many times, I'd say, to me, and hopefully I've not done it to somebody else, but, I try to keep my word on stuff, because I know what it feels like when people don't. Yeah, I had somebody, like, ask me if I wanted to do something. I was like, okay. Multiple times, and, you know, I got excited about it. I was like, yo, this is exciting. This will be fun. And then, like, a couple months later, they didn't, which is fine, but then they did it with somebody else. And that kind of really is what hurt, I guess. Is like, I get it, maybe you change your mind on, you know, on stuff, and it's like, oh, you know, I can't do it because, you know, maybe time, or, you know, things didn't work out, whatever it may be. But to, like, to go to somebody and say you want to do something, and then later not even say you're not going to do it with them, and then you just do it with somebody else, like, I think that sucks. So, you know, I was reminded of that today, and it really bothered me at the time, and you gotta kind of, like, keep it together, I guess. You know, sometimes you want to say stuff, or you want to make a big deal of it, but you're like, no, I don't want to, you don't want to cause a fuss or a stink, or this or that. But I mean, it's like, you kind of wonder, like, what were they thinking, or, like, did they just not care? Like, unsolicited advice, or not even advice, but, like, I'm asking, don't do that to other people. I think, to me, one of the biggest, quickest, easiest ways to make me, I'm kind of like, you know, I wish I didn't, maybe, but I definitely hold grudges, or I remember these things when people, like, do me wrong, whether they realize they've done it or not. But I think it's like, you gotta be mindful of your interactions with others, and, like, are you saying stuff you shouldn't be saying, or, like, you know, are you keeping your word, so on and so forth. So, but I take it really personally when people don't value my time or others' time. Like, if I see somebody just really not being appreciative of somebody else's time, whether it's mine or just anybody, like, I think less of that person almost immediately. You know, like, whether it's like, hey man, you want to go to this party or something, or you want to go, we're gonna drive, we're gonna do like a road trip or something, you know, we're gonna go in 2 weeks, and then it's like, you say yes, but maybe you don't actually want to go, or something like that, and then you wait till the last second to say, like, oh, actually, you know, I know it's kind of late notice, but I'm gonna be, it's like, that kills me, because I feel like most people, you know, if you wanted to, like, just don't, I don't know. Also, don't wait till the last second. I mean, stuff happens. Sometimes you really, truly don't know until the last second, and if that's the case, so be it. Also, I'm using all my bombs. This is not good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because you know, having people bail on you, or, like, say, oh, let's do this, and especially when they're the ones that initiate it. Like, I've had instances in the workplace, you know, both my old office kind of workplace and That I take it less personally, just because it's big corporations, people, you know, meetings, and, you know, if the CEO is like, hey man, like, drop everything you're doing in this, you know, that's one thing. But when it comes to streaming and that kind of stuff, you know, you're working with people that you choose to work with. It's not like you're in some corporation and you're kind of forced to work with other people. Streaming or YouTube is like you choose. So it sucks when somebody bails on you like that. Okay, I do need to focus a bit more here. I've only got 3 bombs. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, fake Monty. Two bombs left. Skills. That was all. I meant to lose health. Of course. Anyways, don't bail on people. Don't be inconsiderate of their time or their feelings and stuff. You know, it's. I feel like anytime I'm making a decision with other people, I try my best at most steps of the way to like think like, all right, like, what are they gonna think, or does this work for them? Whether it's like picking a time or you know, an activity, or maybe it's like you're going to eat food or you're going to a movie. You know, I try not to cause a fuss. I try to, for the most part, be easygoing, and sometimes that's actually been bad, I think, for my own mental health, because you don't always want to say yes. Like, it's okay to say no. Like, I have to remind myself of that. Yo, get him, let's go. All right, here we go, Okay, this'll be focused. I didn't get the amulet as well, which I normally like to get, but it didn't seem very accessible on that first level, so first, I remove some of the hazards. The spikes, you know, you might get bopped by somebody, which in and of itself, you know, isn't enough to kill you, but if you land on a spike, that'll do it. There's this method. You put a rope there, you got protection. Oopsies, you put one bomb there. There, now you're in line with his fat head. Just that easy. Jetpack. Nice. Okay. Try to remove any vampires dangling up here. None there. There may be... I like to shoot his sausage fingers off. 1, 2, 3. I like to do 3 at a time. Not too much. Not too few. 1, 2, 3. If you place them nice and center, you still got protection from these little tiki traps. One there. One there. You know what, though? It's better to just do this. I should do that. If you just restore that, and then this one, it just takes down the whole column. I've never actually regularly done that, and it takes 2 bombs, and it removes a whole heck of a lot of danger. But I'm like Austin Powers. I too like to live dangerously. Oh, baby. See, these runs used to be many hours because it would take me that long to get a win. First run. This is my first time playing Spelunky, and it's been a week or 2 since I last played. This is what the training camp is about. Let's start a streak. That's 1. We're 1 for 1. Let's see if we can do it again tomorrow. Not a ton of money. I wasn't trying to get a ton of money, you know. I think we could have. 36 minutes, not a speed run, but also enough time for me to talk about whatever we were talking about. Do as you say, say as you do. You know? All that stuff. Yeah, anyways, this will be good. This will be good. I'm excited for Spelunky 2, of course, and I want to make sure that I'm ready to hit the ground running when it comes out. I know this isn't going to be a 1-for-1 transfer, but if the game has the same feel, I think in terms of movement and momentum and jumping and all that stuff, then we'll be fine. But also, it's just, this is good. Good self-help, being able to talk about this stuff. Hopefully future episodes will be a little less heavy. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. You know, maybe we'll have a mixed bag. I'm sure, you know, we'll talk about food or tea or something next episode. But, you know, thank you if you're here. I appreciate it. If you like this video and the style of video, whatever, if you liked anything about it more than you disliked, then, you know, please give a like. And, yeah, if you're new around here and you want to see more Spelunky or maybe other stuff I got on the channel, currently, hopefully we'll have more non-video game but other video game stuff, but other non-video game stuff in the future. That'd be cool. But yeah, subscribe and, I don't know, comment. Tell me about your day if you're feeling crummy or something like that. Again, like I said, sometimes it's just nice to say it out, maybe type it out. You can use the comments below if you gotta do that. I get it. Yeah. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow for the next one. Until then, peace out.